Have you ever heard of watermelons growing in your stomach if you eat one of their seeds? How about how our government is actually made up of a gang of reptilian humanoids who are actually controlled by rats pulling on their hair like in Ratatouille? How about how it says gobble on the ceiling? Now, all these facts share one thing in common. They are completely made up. Hi, my name is Wyatt Haynes, and today I would like to present to you why misinformation is the biggest threat to our society. Knowing what is real and what is not real is imperative to developing sound and rational beliefs about the world around you. A misinformed society is a dangerous society, and in order to achieve true progress, we must first understand what is factual and what's only myth. I myself have fallen victim to misinformation countless times, and I see many instances of misinformation pervade not only on the internet, but also by close friends and family as well. Lies can spread like wildfire, and that's why for the past few weeks I've dedicated extensive research in this topic in order to present to you today. During this presentation, we're going to cover why and how misinformation spreads, instances of misinformation and how it affects our lives, and how we can actually avoid misinformation. So, without further ado, let us first cover why and how misinformation spreads. Now, as for the why, in 2023, the American Psychological Association stated that misinformation was most often spread to either accrue social rewards, to spread a certain ideology, to anger you, or to get your attention. At its core, misinformation exists to hinder progress and make you develop beliefs about the world that are either partially true or entirely untrue. Now, as for how it gets spread, misinformation is most often spread through either social media, word of mouth, through propaganda, through the algorithms and the apps in which we use, and also through unreliable media publications. The first instance of misinformation that we shall observe today is climate change denial. Now, I'm sure all of you in this room have at least heard of the concept of climate change, but maybe not all of you know just how dangerous it really is. For example, a common lie spread about climate change is that it either does not exist or it does not happen at a rate which threatens our survival. But the fact of the matter is that the Earth is getting warmer and warmer at an alarming rate, and our natural ecosystems are getting destroyed. So let's take a look at the facts here. As we can see in this 2024 graph provided by climate.gov, since we started recording the Earth's global average surface temperature, it's gotten warmer. In fact, since 1850, the Earth has gained about 0.11 degrees Fahrenheit per decade, around 2 degrees Fahrenheit in total. In addition to this, since 1973, the rate at which global warming occurs has nearly tripled, and it's showing no signs of stopping. What this means for our planet is a destruction of our natural ecosystems, harsher environments in order to till food for the global population, and more extreme weather that has the potential to wipe out human civilizations. So, with all this information in mind, it's clear to see that misinformation surrounding climate change only exists to hinder progress for a better future for not only our American society, but for the future of our planet as a whole. The next instance of misinformation that we should observe today are lies regarding Haitian immigrants. Now, I'm sure all of you who tuned into the September presidential debate know exactly what I'm talking about. During debate, former president and now president-elect Donald Trump stated that Haitian immigrants were eating the cats and dogs of the resident population of Springfield, Ohio. Now, not only are these claims provably false due to a lack of evidence, but also clear indicators of racism and only exist to further fear-mongering in America. Research done by NPR.org shows that there is no evidence to support these claims and that they likely surfaced on a Facebook group, not an actual credible source. In addition to this, the official government of Springfield, Ohio has come out and stated that not only are these claims absolutely baseless, but that the Haitian immigrant population of Springfield actually greatly benefits the city, adding new labor into the workforce and adding new Haitian businesses into the economy. Regardless, the results of this misinformation getting spread has led to bomb threats being called on government buildings, school buildings, and city officials' homes. Death threats are being sent to Haitian immigrants and those who dare to support them. And overall, there's a continuation of racism dividing us in America for no logical reason. So, I'm sure after hearing all this information today, you have one question on your mind. How do we stop it? And, well, unfortunately, we can't stop others from creating and spreading misinformation. What we can do is ensure we don't spread misinformation ourselves. Some steps that we can take to avoid misinformation involve fact-checking everything. Always use credible sources, and never, ever believe in something that is not proven by fact. What we can also do is acknowledge our biases. Everyone has them, and there's no getting around that. But if you let your own personal bias hinder your view on reality, that's when things can get harmful. And lastly, if you ever read the headline of an article and it makes you angry, that headline just did its job right. When we process new information, we must not let our emotions overcome us. If we are to process new information correctly, we must attack it from a logical standpoint, and a logical standpoint only. So, in summary of what we've discussed today, We've talked about how and why misinformation spreads. We've talked about the effects of climate change denial and racist rhetoric towards Haitian immigrants. We've also talked about how we can avoid misinformation. So now that you all know just how dangerous misinformation can be, I would like for you to join me in creating a better, brighter, and more honest future for our society.